And
Do you remember your tryout match?
so I remember the end of it was like a drop kick off the top that Brawler told me to do or something. Brawler was like, "Hey, your brother was up here. He did a drop kick off the top," or something. So I was like, "Okay," and then I did it, and I was like, "Oh, I'll never do that again." Like, oh God, that hurt so bad.
I remember you thinking the match wasn't good, and
Yeah,
I was like, "Trust me, it was good enough to get you a job." Like
yeah, it was.
you
It
could just
was
tell
too.
you had the instincts, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and that look, I appreciate you saying that. That's what Sean is always the other Sean, the real Sean,
For real.
has the real Sean, and he's actually the fake one. That, I don't even know what I was saying now. I'm trying to backtrack so much on what I said.
Your tryout. You're doing tryout.
Dude, I
Yeah,
do it all the time.
so that's what. Like he always said, you got instincts. Look, I didn't know what I was doing, and I damn sure wasn't athletic, but I did have I knew what to do, and I knew what I was trying to do anyway. I may not ever done it perfectly, but I knew what I was trying to do anyway.
And you had a connection with the people, and all the other stuff can be taught.
Yeah. And if you even learn it,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like as long as you got that connection, you still got to go when the bell rings. Well, you used to, and that'll take us down a rabbit hole that we don't want to go down. So he trains you to
Hey,
Malinka. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say the tryout, was that the first time y'all met?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I didn't know if you remembered, but I do probably think it was, and we probably went out in the parking lot and did something that night.
No, we didn't go in the parking lot. We had a hotel room like a block away from the Lowell auditorium.
Yeah. Yeah, that you could just go to the room. Oh my Lord, Lowell, Mass, man. We hadn't been there in a while.
Brian was like, "I thought y'all were drug tested." I'm like, "We are."
It was, well, here we go. We're gonna take off this way. Hey, but I want to go back a little further, kiddo. And I know most of this stuff, but I know a lot of people do, but I never heard it from your mouth. He trained. What year was that you started training? You built the
Like
rings
88.
with 88.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
I was
I
out
barely had hair on my nuts.
Yeah, but Nelson Royal put some on your chest. That's for sure. Did you ever work with him?
With who?
With Nelson Royal, have a match with him or anything?
I didn't even know. I've never met Nelson Royal.
Oh, who were we talking about a minute
The
ago?
great Malenko.
Oh, well, who were you carrying the ring with?
Oh, that's Gordon Nelson.
Gordon Nelson, different guy. My
He was
bad. Different.
bald. He was a bald dude. He was bigger than Nelson Royal, and he was a bad dude, man.
I was talking about.
He was from Winnipeg, Canada.
It's weird how a lot of those guys from Winnipeg, from Canada, and they just end up like I think Mongolian Stomper. It's like a guy from Canada. He just end up living in Knoxville, being a cop.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
But they're hard.
Oh man, he was the best Mongolian Archie Golding. So 88, he trained you. Where'd you have your first match in Tampa?
Yeah, man. There's like the Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa.
Yeah.
Not there. It was like
Behind that.
it was like
Good.
5 blocks away at this place called Kenley Park Rec Center, in front of about 50 or 80 people.
Yeah, sold out, bro.
It
to
was.
the rafters. To the
and I wrestled a guy I went to wrestling school with named Cesar Vera, and we had a good one, but it was like we were in a race to get to the finish line.
Yeah. Well, you still see that in a lot of matches today on the Groove too. Where would you please let something resonate?
Just let something read.
So I remember the first time I saw you was on. I used to get Texas Wrestling on ESPN. I think it was in Florida here, and I saw you. I think you were either working against or with Chaz.
Yeah.
Like what was Tugboat's kid? Is that Tugboat's kid? And
Not Tugboat from WWF.
Right. Tarzan or
Tugboat from different Tugboat Taylor.
Taylor, that's it. That Tugboat Taylor.
He was good.
Yeah, he was good. He was good, and he had. All I remember though is his trunks were like really
Trunks.
skinny.
It looked like he was wearing underwear, and his nuts were flopping around. I'm surprised that shit didn't come out.
too. But that was all I remember. I mean, literally, that's where I was going. Was the trunks, bro? Like, what are you doing? You got friggin' boyfriend panties on or something? Like, I don't even know what. But the first time I saw you, you did like a dive from the top rope over in the studio to like a little wooden platform that was like this high off the ground, and
Yeah,
you
it was
just
like-
landed on the thing. Like, I don't know if you hit somebody or not, but God, it was such a bump, and I just thought,
Yeah.
oh my God, what is he doing?
Yeah, they made a big deal out of it because it was like 21-foot jump. Like,
It was, dude, it was a long way away, and it was.
They made a big
So
deal.
what year? That was in Texas. What year was that?
91.
So
Wow.
what was mankind doing? Because I'm gonna see if we don't have a hardcore legend that we're talking to even
Mick
prior
Foley?
to. Yeah.
So Mick Foley was working there for GWF also,
Yeah.
but he was also working for WCW at the same time. And then
Okay.
like when I came in, he was gone, and they just signed him.
Was
to
he
an
doing that
exclusive.
crazy stuff there?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. I mean, he wasn't doing the barbed wire and falling from the ceiling.
Yeah,
But
I
like
don't
he
think
was
that.
taking. Terry Gordy gave him a power bomb on the floor, not on the mat.
Yeah. Oh,
He did all
man.
that stuff. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Man,
a
it was.
love.
Have you ever been to the Sportatorium?
I have not.
It was. I was marked out like driving up to that place
Yeah.
because I grew up on all kinds of wrestling.
Yeah.
But bro, when you walked in that place, what a fucking dump, man! Oh my God!
Don't meet your idol venues. But you know what else is that place? Was the ECW arena is a dump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you find these great venues that like holy mackerel.
let me
What was
tell
the
you
other
what.
one? The Eddie Graham one in Tampa. There
That was
one.
even worse.
Yeah.
I grew up on. Dude, I used to skip school on Wednesdays. Well, not just Wednesdays, but on Wednesdays I would go there. Like they shoot TV at 10 in the morning, and then drive to Miami for a house show that
For
night.
a house show that night. They did the
Yeah.
old Memphis loop in South Florida.
Yeah, mid
I love
'80s. You watched Florida wrestling in the mid '80s. You'll see me in the front row, little skinny ass me with like a red tank top and
Really?
big old ass head. You know it's me right away, man. Even though it's a grainy video,
Yeah.
you just know it's me.